The reason I chose these materials, first of all, clay is really hardy, it's very tough, and it is often what the earth is made of. We have rock and we have clay. In here we have rock and we have clay and we have sand. Okay, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about those things, okay? Because when we have rock, the earth's surface, its crust, is made up of rock and other materials. These are different specimens of rock, different kinds of rock. When you can look at this, do you see the smoothness of this? Mm-hmm. This has been worn away. This actually came from the ocean. I got this out in Montauk. This has been worn away because of its interaction with other rocks and its interaction with water. And that's one of the reasons why I chose this. It has been worn down and down and down until you get this very, just touch quickly. Okay, and I'll bring it back around. I'll leave it here for you guys to touch. But you can feel how smooth it is, okay? Then I have these other rocks that have other materials in them. If you were to look at these two, which of these two would you think was softer? Just point to the softer one. You would think this one was softer. Actually, it's this one. It has porous or holes in it that enable water to get inside. Water, when it freezes and expands, it cracks the rock. And that breaks it down into smaller pieces. Smaller pieces like this then get broken down into smaller pieces like this. Okay. Those smaller pieces get broken down into yet finer pieces. We call these finer pieces until we have the finest of pieces. And you can see that leaves even almost like a dust on your hands. So this is what happens to rock. It grinds, it breaks, water gets in, all sorts of things happen to change its form. Ultimately, though, it is mixed together on the surface of the earth. Then we have an additional erosion that takes place, which is water. So let's see what happens when we add water to our model. What do you suspect will happen to this and to the pieces of rock and material that are in here? Yes, ma'am?
The water's going to flow down and sort of like move the sand and the tiny little broken rocks down.
Okay. Anybody else want to add to it? What's your projection or your prediction to what will happen?
It might make the clay softer.
It might make the clay softer. Does water do that?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So you have knowledge. Tell me what else you know. What else do you know? What else do you think might happen? Tell me something you know. Okay. Does water always come down at the same rate or move at the same rate? No. Think about a lake. Does a lake have big waves in it?
No.
No, but does a lake sometimes have waves in it?
Yeah.
The wind pushes the water, it causes the lake, so there is movement that causes erosion. Okay, now let's think about the ocean. Think about the sounds of the ocean. It's breaking on the beach, it's moving sand, it's moving rock. We have a lot of activity and a lot of movement taking place. Think about the ice. Give me that sound of the ice again, the glacier. Breaking, breaking, breaking. Think about that. Now, how can I show you that in my model? Well, my thought was, what if we had light rain? Then we had a medium rain. And finally we had those really torrential rains that cause great big floods. Have you ever seen or heard of a flood? Who's ever had a flood around their home? What happened? Tell me quickly.
I had a flood and it covered the whole first floor, so we had to redo the whole house. So it ruined everything, and so now we just hope that we don't get another flood.
Okay, who has ever seen a flood devastating a flood can be. It can cover whole towns, right? Okay, so let's try. We're going to have a gentle spray, and let's project. Do you think there will be much erosion with a gentle spray?
No.
Let me just test this out again, will you? I won't get you. Okay, gentle spray. Put your hand up for a second. Let me see. Gentle spray. Okay. Ready? Let's see what happens. Much movement?
No.
Not at all, right? Okay, let's see if we make it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you can't see from that side. Is there movement?
Yeah.
Did anybody see that trickle down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens when we have a medium.
Oh, now this is
A
funny or heavy.
medium. This is medium.
But
I
this
would
is
say
funny.
this was medium. You ready?
I feel bad for
Whoa.
Keep in control. What's happening? Big pieces moving? Little pieces moving?
Big.
Are we seeing things happening out over here and moving over here? Was there movement of materials? Was there erosion? Yes or no?
Too down the thing.
Hmm?
The water was moving down like
The water was moving? Was it only the water that was moving? Okay, so let's think about those pictures that we saw of the river and the gorged out areas. Okay, and now let's see what happens when we have a larger flood or a larger movement of water. Now look at the top of our mountain. It's almost completely what? Washed away. Washed away, washed down into these areas. Do we notice something happening over here? Okay, do we notice anything happening here?
This is really funny.
It's like making lakes around it. I wonder how lakes are formed. You ready for a medium to larger flood or movement of? Okay.
Is that medium to large?
sweet.
I would say that's medium to large. Do we have lakes forming?
Yeah.
Do we have things cutting down through here?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Has something happened to the lighter materials
I see
that were
whirlpool.
here? Where are they? Yes.
They got covered by they got covered by the broken down rocks that you said, but really like magma or something.
Did they get covered or did it go someplace else? Come look. Come see. Because was this down here before? Oh, look at that. It broke through. Or did it move? I wonder what would it take to move some of these bigger pieces. Oh, I see you looking over there at that. Should I take this and try it?
Yes.
Okay, so what will we think would happen though? First predict for yourself, even if you don't say it out loud. Tell me what you're thinking in your mind. Come on, yeah.
That pretty much the whole thing's gonna get washed away.
Pretty much the whole thing is going to, so our lighter and medium materials will be moved by the water also? Okay. Let me see if I can recap that. Okay.
Oh God! It's like a
We have
volcano.
oh, wait, but look, something else is happening. Something else is happening. What's happening over here? That's
forming
something that happens because of erosion. Because in nature, look at me, one thing always causes something else to happen. So if the erosion is taking the materials away, what's happening to the materials? You told me before it was moving, right? Take a look at that. What do you think that is? Now, come on over. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You were right. What's happening there now? Do you see the medium materials?
Yeah.
They're there, right? They're not here anymore. But what's left here? What's left here? The bigger, heavier materials are still left there. And yet, if you look really closely, you'll see there are holes and gaps in there. There's no longer the fine sediment. It's all washed where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere else. And not only did it erode, we now call this another word. Does anybody know what happens if it erodes from here? It what?
Floods.
it floods, it also does something else with it. What?
It forms an island.
Well, it could form an island out there. It's also forming a deposit. We know a deposit sometimes when we go to the bank and we put things in. Okay, we take money from other places and put it into the bank. Yes? You get it from someplace else and you put it into the bank. That's sort of what's happening here. We have movement of our materials from one place to another. So we have erosion and what? Deposition, deposit. Try it. Erosion and deposition. Very good.